You got all kinds of X's and O's.
Crossing off.
This is worse than Malone.
He's cheating.
He is cheating.
I'm just counting how many wins I've had in each round.
It's okay.
Welcome to Game Day Battle of Cleveland
Here you
Sports
go,
News meets
motherfucker.
biased and outspoken opinion. Full complement of the Game Day crew here, arguing about the brackets that we're going to get into earlier. Or, I'm sorry, later.
Fucking bracket, same fucking
That we
team.
didn't
Get the
do
fuck
earlier.
over it.
And it continues on. But we'll look at that. Settle down, guys. We're going to look at that in a bit.
Turn my shit over.
Brett's getting accused of cheating on his bracket by Dale.
Yeah.
And as I just said, that's Brett Finnegan down at the end.
Hey, let me stop the press. Stop the press. My bracket for March Madness is printed out on my winning bracket from the Super Bowl.
Wow.
That's
finally.
what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
congratulations.
Look at that. See that? What are the odds of that?
And that's Ramon Torres finding a way to fit in some praise for him winning the bracket challenge for the football, the NFL playoff season. So congratulations, Ramon. He hasn't been here the nights that we
Both
did.
teams.
He did.
Both
He called
teams
both
and the
teams.
winner.
But this is a whole new bracket, so we're just going to gloss over that.
Turn mine over.
But that's Ramon Torres, Dale Shanstercy, I'm Mike Glass. Huge show. First off and foremost, if you are not a member of the Facebook page, go there, click like. We could use the like. We're trying to pump that up a little bit. If you're watching this on YouTube, up top of the screen, I think it's still there. Subscribe. Yeah, subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody. Support the Cleveland scene. We could definitely use it, and we would appreciate it. Coming up tonight, we have, of course, the newest news. Jason Campbell signed now as quarterback. What does that mean for the Browns? More importantly, what does that mean for Colt McCoy? And yeah, exactly.
Or Weeden.
Quarterback controversy. Can we say that at this point? Probably.
Not new.
Yeah, not new. That's
Maybe we'll call it a competition. Competition.
And then name one guy the winner of it before it even starts, like we did last year? Okay, awesome. It worked out well last year. So we have the Browns, of course. We always got to look at our Brownies. But on the other side of town, the Indians, they're about to kick off the season, and we can gaze into our crystal baseball and kind of see what's going to happen this season. Predictions, stars, and maybe a few things that would be considered surprises at this point. And
pitching?
We've got all that pitching.
What? Pitching?
Jimenez has kind of come around.
Masterson, what?
Yeah. So along with that, the Buckeyes are still getting done. Craft?
Yeah. 16.
Wait, where am I at? There's an O, I'm an H. No, I'm an I. Oh, we're the worst ever. We are the worst. Anyway, to get it done, what are the biggest challenges they have? We have the NCAA tournament in action right now, and they're headed to LA to face Arizona, which actually will probably air right after this is released, so that'll be interesting to see what happens there. They've done well. Kraft has really been an amazing player over the last probably month.
Yeah, what a play.
They made a big name for himself.
Game Day Battle is brought to you by BAMBOOZLES Restaurant and Lounge in Parma. They have the best drink specials anywhere. Seriously, buy one, get one free drinks. How often do you hear of it? You don't. They do it twice a week. Billy's mom makes the pasta sauce all the time, and the burgers, you simply won't find a better one. Check them out, bamboozles.com. Again, bamboozles.com. When you go there, tell them GDB sent you.
Sorry.
Jason Campbell is now a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. In fact, he may be the starting quarterback. We don't know at this point. Here is the biggest question. Really, what does the signing of this guy mean? I'm not talking about the player that we got. What does it mean that they went out and found a player that is a starting quarterback that has performed and also underperformed throughout his career and is somewhat of an older guy? I don't know how old he is, but
31.
Is he 31? So he's actually older.
8 years, 8 seasons.
Yeah,
Something like that.
and a couple of good ones.
Yeah.
Washington and the Raiders.
Chicago.
Was he with Chicago? Okay.
For a second.
All right, but he did really well with the Raiders and with the team that was headed in a good direction until he got hurt. And now he's our quarterback. So that's the question. And Ramon, I'll throw it right to you. What does this mean? And again, not the player himself, but what do you think, what message should be taken from this, if anything, from leadership to, say, the quarterback core that they have right now?
I think it sent a good message because now your job's up for grabs. Not like last year when they came out and just handed the job over to Brandon Weeden instead of giving McCoy a shot. Now it's fair game. So what does this tell about Weeden? So he underperforms in practice and Campbell gets the job or McCoy gets the job is because we've been picking bad the last few years. Then we all know that. But like I said, if Weeden goes out there and performs, he's doing good. Or McCoy, like it's all up in the air, it's up for grabs, and that's what you like to see when you have a competition. You don't know who's going to go out there and win. Clearly, you want your number one pick in Brandon Weeden to go out there and perform, but if he doesn't, that goes to show you that was just a horrible pick, and we all know, that's right along those lines.
So you're saying that it's almost like they just wanted a barometer to see where Weeden is. If he can beat this guy out, he can. If not, we know it's over.
Especially when you're bringing in a proven starter. Somebody who's, somewhat a veteran in the NFL, seasoned vet. This guy's going to come in. He's been through plenty of, practices. He's been through all that stuff. This guy's just, he's just seasoned. He's ready to go,
Ready to roll?
And especially after being injured, now he's maybe got something to prove.
I think with North Turner, calling the plays and teaching, a young quarterback, even though Weeden's old, he's still young as far as the game's concerned. So let's see what North Turner can do with him. He turned Phillip Rivers into a star.
Yep.
And Drew Brees before him. So
and Chud turned Derek Anderson into a star.
He did.
For a season.
Good. Speaking of which, there's Kellen Winslow rumors going around right now.
Yeah,
so
not to just throw you off
K-Wins.
course. Knows the offense.
Tough
History
guy
with
too,
the
man.
coach. We need a tight end.
Well, we do need a tight end, and Chud likes tight ends, but Brett, we'll just kind of expand it a little bit then. First off, is there a message that maybe should be received by the quarterbacks that are currently or were currently on the roster when Jason Campbell was signed? And also, do you think that maybe it doesn't even matter if we're going to rely a lot on short passes to tight ends and a whole different system anyway?
I don't like the signing.
Just don't like it?
I don't like
Just
it.
flat out?
I don't think he's done much in the NFL to actually think that the Browns think he can turn something around here. It's going to be a quarterback competition, like everybody said. It's going to be, and I agree with Dale that they even came out and said that Brandon Weeden was a panic draft pick. It's just one of those things. They weren't sold on him. The new organization. I don't think this is. I don't like. He hasn't done much for me to think that he can just come in. I mean, he went to Oakland, didn't do much there. I think he's washed up. I think we have another Jake Delhomme on our hands.
Ooh, that's harsh.
Yeah.
That's harsh.
I think we do. I mean, we have the mobile aspect. That's about it. Other than that, I can't see.
He does have an injury history like Delhomme had, and we hired him with his injury history.
So we wasted a draft pick on Weeden, so that bombed that one. Or now we're going to have to go after somebody for the future, which is next season, next draft. So then if Weeden comes out and he bombs this season being a starter, we're still going to have to go out and get somebody next draft. Mm-hmm. So
well, I think that actually that touches on exactly the way that I'm looking at the perspective that I'm looking at it from. I don't think these guys came in here thinking, well, we wasted a first-round pick on this guy. I think they came in here with the attitude of nothing existed prior to us. We are coming in here new.
Yep.
So I don't care who came in at first round or who was a walk-on guy. We either can work with you in our system or we don't think we can.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a pretty good sign that they decided Colt McCoy is not somebody they can work with in any way, even as a second-string quarterback.
Yeah.
And they're not going to disgrace him by throwing him to third string. So they feel they can get something out of him. They're already shopping him. But I think this is a great signing because it doesn't say to Brandon Weeden, we're done with you. It isn't signing Smith from, what was it?
San Francisco?
Yeah,
Alex
Smith. Signing him is a pretty big statement of saying, this is the guy we want, because you're paying a lot of money for him.
Yeah.
But Jason Campbell gives you two things. He gives you a guy that can teach. He can at least help him in this role of, the underdog that constantly has to prove himself, which is where Weeden is right now. He can also be sort of a guiding influence in a what might be a difficult locker room, and he has the potential of stepping in if Weeden really doesn't do well and really is struggling midseason, and maybe he becomes a Kurt Warner, guy that later in his career just lights it up and improves what he probably could have done earlier, but finally got it together. So I don't think, and we're not paying that much for him. I think it's a great signing. Having him, I'm a big Colt McCoy fan. I've said that many times, and I think that I know. I'm not saying he'd be a great quarterback. I'm just saying that he's a serviceable quarterback for a team in this league. And he's cheaper.
And you wonder where they're going to put Shear, too.
Yeah,
I just
so
can't
it's,
wait for the season to start, so I know what the hell's going on and who's playing where. It's like a giant mind fuck, and I feel like my head's going to explode.
Done, I'm right.
Jason Campbell added to the mix.
Added to the mix. Well, who's taken away from the mix is Phil Dawson. And of course, I know that everybody at this table, is that a cheering him goodbye? Or?
A loving farewell. Thank you for being an awesome kicker. And the last player since the return of the Browns.
Yep.
So,
yep, and the most prolific player and the definitely the most stable player. If San Francisco is moving to the playoffs, won't all of us feel a little bit like let Phil get his ring?
And I would actually root for San Francisco if they made the playoffs next year, and the Browns and Giants weren't in there.
Were we all not?
I would.
Yeah, were we all not Dallas fans that one year where Bernie Kosar was
never
on the bench?
Dallas
I had that jersey.
Don't ever.
Come on, you weren't rooting for Kosar to get a ring.
No.
No? That's cold, man. That's chilly.
I was like, there's that guy we shouldn't have cut.
Yeah, we shouldn't have cut him. Thank you, Belichick.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So do you guys feel like with Dawson gone and Cribbs, who is another, I think another part of the soul of the team, Cribbs and Dawson are gone.
Failed his physical.
How could you not pay him peanuts just to be around and still be an icon?
Right.
He's not going to accept peanuts.
He will.
He said he would.
Everybody says that. We gave him that big campaign with Pay the Man, and then now he's got used to that money. He's not going to take no pay cut.
His position got eliminated due to rule changes.
Okay, and I understand that. See, I like what they're doing, but yet I don't. It brings a whole it's shaking things up. It's letting know that sometimes when you get veterans in there, they kind of are like a virus as well. Yeah, man, these guys are fucking bullshit over here, man. They got fresh guys here now. This is a clean slate.
And it goes back to what I'm saying. They came in here and said nothing existed prior to us.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so maybe Phil was out there talking shit.
Josh Cribbs.
But Josh Cribbs also went.
They should have both kept there. They could
and I
set him up as like our fifth wide receiver or just something. He doesn't even do return punts. His family wanted him to retire. His toes go 6 different directions. You know what I mean? Let
Benjamin.
Thank you, Travis Benjamin, come in and start returning punts and kicks and just keep.
I'm all for him staying here, but he also showed some immaturity by going public with a lot of stuff and talking about a lot of stuff he didn't.
He said, "Fuck, I'm tired of starting over every goddamn year." I would be too.
But
aren't you?
Also, there's a lot of stuff you should keep in-house. You're a professional.
He's Josh Cribbs.
You know what I'm saying?
But he knows he's a fan favorite, and he kind of talked to the fans a lot throughout his
and that's how I got him to pay the man and the billboards and all that. I understand that.
But I think he was speaking to the fans. He was going over and around the Browns leadership and speaking right to the fans and saying, "This is what I feel." And you were with them. I know you were. We all were. It's like, yeah, you should get paid.
I'm all for to pay the man at that time. But now, as he's an aging player, of course, maybe we would have franchised him, only pay him so much money.
He would franchise that guy.
He would have taken a small contract.
Or, you know what I'm saying?
And Phil Dawson was worth it. We have all that fucking money.
We're not going to get much better out of a kicker than that guy.
Yeah, it's not easy to kick in Cleveland. Ask Matt Stover.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask him.
We will. Next time
he's on, he's probably wearing that championship ring
go
with
to Matt
the Ravens.
Stover Steakhouse.
How he punched you with that Super Bowl ring you got?
I think that was the last kick. I think that was the last kick
Hey, that would make my last kick too if I won the damn Super Bowl.
Well, does anybody feel like the heart of the Browns is being ripped out, or does anybody feel like it is and good thing?
Shake it up.
Maybe we're just happy to move forward.
Shake it up.
I just think this is a new road, new turn, clean slate. I mean,
So you're just
Any
accepting
other
it. rolling with
analogy
it.
you gonna?
Yeah, you know, I feel like
Fresh
it's a,
start?
There was
I feel
a
like,
fork
you
going
know,
down one
it's a new
side.
league,
slate,
you know.
fresh meat. Arizona.
Dude, I'm getting real nervous with all these moves now.
I love it.
It's up in the air.
3 weeks removed from free agency now, and
I love
actually
it.
looking that we overspent on Paul Kruger.
Yeah.
And we paid this linebacker from Oakland all this money, and he's a fucking Looney Tunes.
Yeah, but we
Yeah.
got so yeah. But look at
$72 million in 2 players.
Look
none
at
of
a lot
them
of people.
I know.
with any kind of proven stats.
Yeah, but look at a lot of people. If that would have been the Patriots, you'd be like, oh shit, they got Kruger, and then he go out there and had 16 sacks.
No,
Or
no,
the
no, no,
Giants.
no.
Hold on.
Kruger
Or the-
came to Cleveland
or-
because we were paying him the most money.
Okay. Or the Giants would have picked him up. You're like, oh man, who's it? And then he go out there and beat. So this is what I'm talking about. We don't know, but it's exciting to know that might just happen. He might give us those 12 sacks.
Pop quiz, Ramon. Would you have rather us signed Paul Kruger or Elvis Dumerville?
Probably Paul Kruger.
Really?
Yeah, but who's
You're
out there? We need to
nuts.
beef up our defense.
Why didn't we go out
Michael
there and get
Jenkins is still
Dumerville?
out
We had
there.
all that money.
You know,
Why would
we
not
could've
go out
said,
there and
we
sign
wanna
him?
bring up-
But yet Ozzie
Oh,
Smith
okay.
or Ozzie Newsome goes out there because he fucking knows football, and he signs the best free agent that was on the market that wasn't even on the market until that catastrophe. That was our chance to take a shot at that.
Okay, but then again, there's a shitload of wide receivers out there. We get Percy Harvin and all these guys that went out there. We weren't even in the mix for that.
I feel that our beds are made with our wide receivers right now. We're locked in at young potential. Muhammad McCoy probably shouldn't start. Greg Little is not a number one. We got Josh Gordon, who could be a number one, but he probably needs the other year.
So why
got
don't we go after
Benjamin,
that?
who's maybe a slot guy, and then we got the other little guy out there who we don't know what the hell
That's
we're
what
going
I'm
to use
saying.
him
So
for.
why
We got all these
Greg
guys.
Jennings
Right.
and all these other guys? We didn't go after them. But then if we did, we'd be like, oh my God, we wasted $50 million on Greg Jennings.
Well,
But man, that's the best guy out
But how
there.
does Greg Jennings fit with 3 possible number ones?
Yeah, but possible is not a number one.
so if this team, if you look back actually at where we were 11 months ago, 10, 11 months ago, remember how we were in some
Dylan
ways
Davis.
worried and unhappy, but in other ways, one of us, really excited about the Weeden signing or the Weeden pick, and we thought of, a few other things were going to work. Little was going to come out of his shell, and MCCOY was going to be healthy and step up and take that one.
We were way off.
We were very, very far off.
Are you shocking?
All right. Well, the Indians season is about to kick off. We are this close to opening day.
This close.
We've been so looking forward to it. We've been excited about it.
Yes.
It's been an exciting off season.
I'm gearing up for it. I'm off
Signing
that day.
players.
What do they call it? The hot stove season? Is that what they call it in the wintertime? I think we won that hot stove season. And thank you, Brett, for the music.
The chime in, that was like 40 style.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so. We've got the season coming up, so we can all gaze into our crystal baseballs and see the future of this team. And Dale, I'm going to start off with you.
Hey.
This season, this Indian season, I want to hear from you. What stars are we looking at? What stars are going to promote themselves
this one down.
from potentially mediocrity or even just a new name to this team to the star, the core of this team? And I want to hear a surprise or two.
I think Jason Kipnis is gonna finally break onto that All-Star stage. He almost made the All-Star game last year. I think in his position in this rotation, really excited to see what he can do. I like that Asdrubal Cabrera stuck around. I want to see him progress another year on our team, and then I'm ready to see who these new guys are. Who's going to be the cream of the crop. Is Mark Reynolds just a home run machine, or can he actually hit with some consistency and bat 300? What's Michael Bourne going to bring to the team? I'm real excited to see what he's going to bring in that leadoff spot. And then
Maybe
again,
some supremacy.
how we're going to use Brantley, our former number one guy at the bottom of the lineup. We got a lot of interesting ways that we can work this team, and I'm just really excited to see how it goes.
Well, Brett,
Yes.
Since you've got all the mocking faces.
Yeah, you didn't even make me stumble a bit.
Yeah, you got to
I
try
did.
it.
That was really good.
Not a bit.
Really good.
Are you seeing the same stars stepping out? Any surprises coming up?
Stars. I like.
Stars.
I like Swisher. I like. Oh shit. Casimir got to be the fifth rotation there, so I'm excited to see him come on there.
He's rock solid.
Giambi's gonna be starting on the DL, so Ryan Rayburn is in his place, so that's gonna be another great Rayburn. I cracked under pressure. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see this lineup. I like the Brantley at the bottom back into was it Bourne, right? Michael Bourne?
Yeah,
I like that whole
That's what
idea.
happens after 9. Number 1.
I like the starting 5 is I think the starting rotation is gonna be pretty good. Well, I'm excited as shit. I really am.
Well, and excited as shit is a good thing to be.
Because
I literally was like going to the channel.
That shit.
That's exciting.
Thrilled.
That's good shit. I mean, sometimes you're happy about it.
I literally went through the TV.
To the TV, right?
You went to the TV.
I was going through the TV channels, and I stumbled upon the STO had one of their games on against the Brewers. I watched that motherfucker the whole time. It was good.
Yeah.
You watched
They were talking to Michael
You're like, I'm
Burn
watching
and
this
everything.
whole game.
Yeah, I would.
Because it was good.
Chisenhall hit a home run. I was like, yeah.
Well, of course, we've got our big names that we brought on.
Cactus.
That
Cactus.
yes, but we have some big names we brought on. Of course, we expect them to be big names. But honestly, I think that the stars of this team are going to be
Matsuzaka? That's a big name.
Well, no, yeah, but he's released and re-signed.
Swisher?
I just talking about like the length of the name.
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Matsuzaka.
The number of letters in the name.
That's
Bourne, and then we have, I think Brantley is going to, he has a lot of pressure off him, and he did well under pressure as the only guy able to produce runs last year. And I think now he's got pressure off him. He's going to move up that lineup.
Swishers? You got Stubbs still? Jason
think-
Giambi on a curveball? What?
I think we got a lot of guys. But I'm talking about the guys that step up and sort of step out of the level of whatever the level these guys are and become the core of this team. And I think that you're going to look at Brantley, Bourne, and
We are the Green Indians.
and that's going to be the core of the team. Potentially a surprise or two. I mean, we could have Stubbs really turn into a player that he showed himself to be in years past, or at least potential-wise. And I think pitching is going to be our biggest surprise. I think this might be a really good rotation. I think Jimenez is going to have his year this year. This will be his year where he finally straightens himself out.
The year of Ubaldo?
The year of Ubaldo. And
Doesn't really have a good ring to it, but I'm hoping.
Imagine that rotation if it's anchored by Ubaldo, and then you got Masterson, who'll probably have a decent year at least.
And some quality run support.
And
Huge.
finally run support. So that might be the biggest surprise for us, is that starting rotation. Ramon,
I like
are you going to parrot sort of the names that we've mentioned?
Yeah, they're all good. That's all great. I just want to go to see them on opening day versus the Yankees and just go out there and kill the shit. I can't wait.
You don't care.
Just go out there.
The Yankees.
I don't want
excited. He wants to kill the shit.
I just had a flashback of our show after the opening day last year when Masterton went out there and your boy went and fucked the whole shit up, and then gonna go talk shit about it after he messed. He started off up here and he just brought him down right down there.
It is bracket time. The NCAA tournament is in full swing, and we are going to look at the brackets. We actually haven't had a chance in show, at least, to reveal our brackets.
No, we haven't.
We haven't, but we will do that tonight, and we will look at the scores where we're at so far, and a score that I think I'm pretty proud of. So we're through, second or third round officially now, because we got the play-in.
We're through the regional semifinals.
There you go. Yeah, we've got the play-in, and then I think that's technically round 2 or 3 at this point.
Regional finals coming up.
Yep. And in those regional finals, we have the Buckeyes versus a very tough Arizona team. I'm with you. I'll give them some love. Thank you, Buckeyes. Yeah, there we go. A very tough Arizona team. So we're hoping and expecting them to push through and to maybe face, I don't know, at this point, I don't even know who's actually in it now because I picked the wrong team. I thought they'd be playing Wisconsin at this point. Wisconsin got knocked out. I am at 44 points. 44 points for my bracket, and I think that leads the table.
LaSalle's in.
I got
LaSalle?
38. So I'll look for me to do a comeback.
38, yeah, that's pretty pathetic.
I have 30.
No, actually-
I have 36. I'm in dead last out of the group, but all of my Final Four teams are still alive. In fact, all of my Sweet 16 or Elite 8 teams are alive.
I have 7 Elite 8 teams alive.
Oh, so watch out for my comeback.
Yeah, good. You got it in the
1,
works.
2, 3,
Six.
4,
No, I don't.
5. I have 7 out of
I have
the 8.
6.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you.
I'm at 41, so
Second place, all
I'm
right.
higher than these two. Yeah.
look like
Polishing off my shelf.
No points for
My
silver.
first trophy
No
ever.
points for silver. You ain't first, you're last.
Exactly.
That's right. There's a lot of positions. There's second, there's third.
What?
I lived my whole life by that. Have you guys had a chance to watch any of this tournament or a lot of the tournament?
Yeah.
It's been really good.
I have not.
I mean, even just sitting in a bar, sitting at home, whatever, just flipping through, catch a game.
It's tough for me.
I caught the
my work
I
schedule.
caught the Buckeyes win, but I could care less. I'm sorry.
Might be the first people on there.
First people out there.
Well, we have a-
first people.
First people.
We have a
My
very
people.
small amount of time
Not your
left,
people.
and we use this small bit of time to raise our beer to somebody we love, hate, topic we want to talk about, or even pour a beer out if we really are just disgusted by something. Kind of like I'm disgusted with these guys right now, but that's just the way that it usually rolls.
Have you ever noticed we never sit them together because they don't know how to act? We keep them
We're like the
separate.
kids at the table. We have to sit
Hey, you do have the
between
big boys over here. We're like all on top of each other.
But can you not see the space between?
We're like.
Can you not see the space between Mike and Ramon? Like they have a good like 2
Yeah.
feet in between them, and
Yeah.
you get
Elbow
You got us all
Yeah.
squeezed in like a couple of fucking 6 foot, 350-pound sardines.
yeah, motherfuckers. How dare
6
you?
foot, 350. Is that what you're weighing now, Dale?
I'm like 285,
All right.
265.
I was like, damn, you didn't be in the NFL. 350.
What are you pushing over there? 300?
More.
285?
More.
Linebacker, dude. Or offensive linebacker.
They lose
Brett-
30
Brett's
pounds.
been
though.
losing some weight. He's been
Lost
dropping it.
30 pounds.
Mhm.
It's good stuff.
Every shit.
Yeah.
Brett, I will let you
That's neither here or there.
start the festivities off.
I want to raise my beer.
Shut up, Dale.
All right. I'm actually gonna raise my beer to Phil Dawson. Good luck in San Francisco. I hope you
Good
get
luck,
a ring.
Phil. Good luck.
This is all due. You're a great kicker here in Cleveland. The only one that can master the Lake Erie winds. So this is to you, and good best of luck to you. You're a class act, and we're gonna miss you here in Cleveland.
Your shoes are so impossible to fill that they're going to let a guy named Kickalicious take a
Kickalicious.
shot at it.
Phil, your shoes are too big to fill.
Yep.
You're doing the FIL.
Put on words.
Who can
Yeah.
fill Dawson's shoes?
That's just hideous. I'm gonna pour my beer out to that. So I'll let you redeem yourself now, Ramon.
Yeah, well, I'm raised my beer to Lionel of Puerto Rico in the World Baseball Classic. Came in the second place. Some big time wins over the United States. Comeback win over Italy, but we just couldn't beat the Dominican Republic, man. So
World
hey,
Baseball Classic.
Nobody can beat the Dominican Republic.
yeah, you don't want to beat it. Shout out to them as well. But big ups to my island of Puerto Rico and the way they
Half
play
for
ball.
fake names.
And to even beat Japan, they, had big wins over a lot of teams, man. But they came in second. But hey, here's you guys.
For being first or last.
Yeah.
There are no other positions.
They did
They get like a silver medal or something.
I
don't know
shall
what they did.
raise my beer to the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.